Welcome to everybody watching the VOD. Interesting. Shoot. Rats. Took the wrong sequence there. Yeah, so... When they do that, there's just nothing you can do. Shoot. What's up, Mr. Exister? Good to see you. All right. I missed. Let's just do it. If the headbutts work, they work. If they don't, they don't. You just start local recording. Bad spawn. There's three. There's three. There's three. Yeah, we should be good now. Nice 120. Whoa. That was weird. There's three. There's four. What am I doing? I think we're good now. Get out of here. Nice. Good stage. Let's try not to mess up the boss. gotta be my best start ever. I guess I went slow on the boss. Alright, time for the dreaded Stage 3. Goodbye. Weird. Here we go, let's see what they do. It's over. Game said no. Could have been worse, I guess. But now for the true sadness. Here we go. Yep. Yep. Nothing I could do. He was unhittable, and now they're gone. I just lost about 10 seconds, and we're still going. Yep. Absolutely horrendous, but that's stage 3 for you. Let's keep going. See if I can get past this boss. Uh-oh. Stage 3 boss said no. Stage 3 said 100% no. Nothing I could do. Let's just try to have some fun. Try to get some practice in. Goodbye. 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 Well, the game's in a pretty bad mood right now. That's not good. It heard me say, let's try to have fun, and it said, let's prevent that as much as possible. That's some of the worst behavior I've ever seen in my life. Alright. That's a bad omen. That was a very good start, too, in that run. I got Kunio'd really hard. There's 3. There's 3. There's 3. Nice, we should be good now. Right to the music. There's 3. Oh my gosh. Bad luck. Get out of here. Goodbye. Goodbye. Horrendous. They're just not cooperating. That's a shame. Kunio games. Nothing I can do. Goodbye. Wow. They're really not in a mood to fight today. There's three. There's three. There's three. Where in God's name? Like, what's over there, dude? If only enemies could run away in this game. There's three. Nice. Good. Okay. Get out of here. Goodbye. Could have been worse. She got away. Not too bad. Didn't mess up the spawns. Still slow start, though. Yikes. And it is time for the dreaded Stage 3. About 7 seconds slower than my last pace to this point. Yikes. Oh my gosh. Yep. Oh my goodness. That's an ominous start. See what the game says here. It said no. Stage 3, not in a good mood so far. Goodbye. Ay, 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 ay. We need really good luck here. Whatever. Not good. Let's see if we can get past this boss. What movement? Yikes, yikes, yikes. Let's just try to have some fun. Goodbye. Time for the knife guys. We got the 3 that time. Let's see if we can get some smoochies here. Where are you going? Oh. Alright. Lady Owl. The run I'm running against is pretty good, actually, until the second to last split. Time for the park. Here we go. I think I just did the wrong thing there. Yeah. Oh my god, look at him go. Whatever. Mikey, welcome. Thank you so much for the good luck. I'm now discovering that my pace in my PB is not that bad. Hope you're doing well. I just completely messed up the second to last split in my PB, and that was pretty much it. 10 flat. Well done. Congratulations. Not surprised. Holy cow. That is incredible. Yeah, I'm pretty sure... I'm sorry it couldn't have been a sub 10 for you, but... that seems pretty... fairly unassailable. By me, at least. Goodbye. Whoops. I think I got some accidental despawns there. Goodbye. Did you find anything else new, or is it just you got stage 3 to cooperate and everything else cooperated? Let's do some smoochies. He's gone. Yeah, well done. Well done. Here we go. I might use these as my new splits, honestly. It's not going to be PB. Wow. Yeah, that's definitely, I mean, obviously my best final stage ever. That would have been a 10-2x if I'd done those last two stages with the pace I had coming into it in my PB. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. You got the Mr. Big Headbutt strat in. Holy freaking cow. Yeah, we're getting... It seems like we're getting pretty close to the final stages of Target Renegade speedrunning any percent. Thanks to you. That's my second... Or no, that's my third sub-11. Holy cow. I'm so tempted to, like, run against these splits instead, because it's gonna be tough for me. Well... No. No, let's keep doing what we're doing. Yeah, so I think we're getting to the point where I'm accepting that I don't think I can grind for world record in this game. Like, I can, but I don't know if that's what I want to do. So, I think a sub 1030 is maybe what I'll be happy with, if it's relatively clean, as long as there are no massive, massive blemishes in it. But we'll see, we'll see. That was a fun run. And that's a success in itself. We did some good smoochies there. Yeah, the only thing I don't really know how to do consistently is the despawns. My brain isn't quite keyed into that yet. Okay, goodbye. That was all unfortunate, but it worked out. There's three. There's three. There's three. We're good. He's invincible. He's invincible! That was unfortunate. What's up, Attractor? Had to reinforce it with practice. Yeah, I figured out exactly how to get the knife guy to spawn second right around when you headbutt the first guy. Wow. You deserve this so much. There's 4. Come on. Get out of here. Very unfortunate. Lost quite a bit of time there. Oh my goodness. Well, this stage is a absolute dumpster fire now. Stage 2 said no. What's up, Jeff? Hope you're doing well. We're losing like 8 seconds here. Well, I had a run that was like 25 seconds behind my PB, and it finished 7 seconds behind because I had really good last 2 stages. Which, on one hand, it's like, man, I wish I could have had those last 2 stages in my PB instead, and already had the sub 1030. But that's speedrunning. It's fine. Very good first wave there. That kind of saves the run. All right, let's see what stage 3 says here. Alright. Here we go. I try to go for the headbutts. I try to go for the headbutts. Classic target Renegade. Let's see if we can get past the 3rd boss. Alright. Let's try and have some fun here. Yeah, we pretty much just got started, mostly. Today. The game's been doing a lot of that. It's been doing a lot of this. It's been doing a lot of this. Time for the knife, guys. We got the 5 guys. Burgers and fries. Yikes. Lost quite a bit of time to that. Let's try and get some smoochies here. Goodbye. Run's over. They're gone. Game said no. Nothing I could do. They went into unhittable places. That is the run dead. I got Kunio'd. Let's just do the park and try to have some fun. This guy actually cooperated. Rats. Dink. Oh, the bench. Goodbye. Another travesty of a run. It is what it is. Very similar to last run. Accidental despawns, nice. I think I got 0 despawns there. Yep, only one knife guy. Way to prevent me from getting that heart. Well done. Time for some smoochies. He's doing the thing. It's over. He's doing the thing again. You gotta waste time there to get the knife guy. That's very Kunio. Goodbye. It's over. Faster than last run, but still not possible for PB. I can do the last stages fast when I'm not on PB pace. That's classic speedrunning. Is that two 1057s in a row? Maybe I'm closer to being done than I thought. Yeah, they look pretty good for now. Just wait until I'm on actual PB pace again. We'll see. I should have more faith in myself. Thank you very much, though. Goodbye. There's 3. There's 4. Oh my gosh. Not the best luck there. Bad spawn there, but we got it. We got 4. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. I think that's... Yes, okay. That was really fast. Get out of here. I think stages 2 and 4 have become my least favorite now. Because those are the ones that you expect to go well, and so it feels extra bad when they don't. Yikes. I made it work. Nice. Time for the dreaded Stage 3. Like, I actually love... The park is my favorite. It's really unique. I love it. This one is what it is. Yeah, like that's part of why I love it. Let's see what happens here. Alright, very good. What's up, Dugnacious? Good to see you. Let's see how this goes. Game said no. That's target Renegade. Well, I did the right thing there. Let's see if we can get past the third boss. That was a shame, but what I did was really smart. Thank you so much, Mikey. I do feel good about that. It's a shame that I did it. It's a shame that it happened, but the fact that I brought it back was really cool. I was able to keep count on my punches. This is a video game, I think. See, like, this is one of the stages that's supposed to be smooth, but then that happens, and you just feel like crap. There's absolutely nothing I could have done. Nothing I can do. This run's over. I just lost about 11 seconds in the first 2 waves of this stage. Oh well, that's a Kunio game. He suddenly broke his legs while walking into the room. That's what happened. I've been on the exact same pace coming out of this stage all 3 runs. That's Kunio speedrunning. Let's do the park. What? Terrible. I don't know how to not get hit by that skateboard. I'm not interested in getting another 1057. Third in a row. That park was too slow for a 1057, actually. You line up with the line on the tree that is to the right of the crack. This. Yep, okay. I did think I was too far left. Where are the spawns? Nice behavior there. My kicks didn't come out. Where you pick on the skateboarders determines what inputs you need to do after to kick them to sync up for the sweep jump kick. Okay. There they go. Goodbye. Yeah, my kisses are for everybody. There's 3. There's 3. Nice. That was a good wave. I kissed Mr. Big until he gave me back my brother. Beautiful. For just a moment, though. There's 3, there's 4. There's 3. Get out of here. Yikes. Dreadful. Lost quite a bit of time there. Delayed spawns. Not a very lucky stage 2 there. Alright, time for the dreaded Stage 3. Let's see what they do. Game said no. It worked out in the end. All right. Goodbye. He activated! Ay, 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 ay. Let's see if we can get past this boss. Alright, time for the stage that has not gone well a single time so far today. What a start. Okay. Now for the knife guys. Four guys. Let's see if we can get some smoochies, or if these guys refuse to ever fight me. Bro, are you kidding me? Lady Owl. It's slightly faster than the other paces, you know. Now it's time for the park. Here we go. Nice. Terrible. I was not prepared to be that far right on the setup. I should have actually practiced it. Doink. Oh no. Unreal behavior. I mean, this is all partially my fault. Yikes, 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 yikes. On the left side of the tree. Okay, my bad. We can PB from here. Well, you're good, Mikey. Like, nothing is expected of you here. Nice behavior. Now I need some health big time. At least we got out of there fast. Alright. Time for some smoochies. Yeah, we got the 2 despawns. He's gone. It's over. He's gone. They're just not cooperating. We're far away. This has to go really, really, really well. He waited for me. What? Oh well, it wasn't that good of a run. That one guy phasing straight through me was what killed all of it, pretty much. And instead of deciding to stop for me. That's what I figured would happen when I was on PB pace. Like, sure, I guess I could have done better, but the game can do whatever it wants as well. Came up at the last moment. It's a Kunio game. We're good. right to the music. Had to do some quick inputs there to have any chance to hit him because of that bad spawn. And I failed.
I'm going to slap a cock.
There's three. There's three. Target Renegade. Nice last-minute switcheroo. Look at them go. Let's just continue. You never know, everything from here could go perfect. That was slightly humorous. Not on purpose. Yikes. There's three. There's three. There's three. They're both invincible. Love to see it. Oh, my NES is in an inconvenient location. Wow, what a fake out. Hello? That was a really delayed spawn. At least it was a decent ending there. Still not a great stage. There's 3, there's 4, and nobody's hittable. Nothing I could have done about that. It's over. They did the absolute perfect anti-speedrunning play there. That was just too good by the game. You gotta give it up. And this continues. There's 3, there's 3. We're good. Good wave there. Very similar to last run. There's 4. There's 3. I think we're okay now. What are you doing? Unfortunate. Get out of here. Holy cow! Nice. Not nice. I think that messes up the stage. Nope, we're good. Slow but fine. Now it is time for the dreaded Stage 3. Wow, that timing was amazing. Alright, let's see what they do. Game said no. Alright. Backed it up. see what they do here. We backed it up again. Can we get past this boss? Nope. Game said no. Oh my god, it just barely worked. Well, this is a very strange run. I got annihilated by the Bat Boys. Let's see if this stage can go okay for the first time today. Nope. Nope, it can't. I guess that could have been worse. Alright, time for the knife, guys. Yep. At least we only got the 3. Will they let us do some smoochies here? No, they won't. They're gone. Game said no. It's still the fastest run of the day so far, which is just... We haven't gotten a single decent stage 4 yet. Actually, it's not the fastest run. Last run was faster. Alright, time for the park. Here we go. First time I've messed up the first one in quite a while. Hate to see it. Game is fighting very, very, very hard today. It's a Kunio game. When doesn't it fight? Wow, what a spawn. Could have been worse. Rest a while, Jack. No! I won't. There's 3. There's 4. We should be good now. Pretty bad start. Get out of here. Alright. It is time for the dreaded Stage 3. Alright. Let's see what they do here. Wow. Really strange. Not very good. Here we go. Goodbye. I love finding that pixel and being successful. Let's see if we can get past this boss. No way. No way that just happened. There's no way that just happened. I had him. Oh well, let's see if we can get our first decent stage 4 today. On our 6th attempt? Nope. We sure can't. Game just will not let it happen today. Time for the knife, guys. He moving! Speaking of moving... We got 5 guys. You hate to see it. Ay, 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 ay. Can we get some smoochies here? Will they let me hit them? Nope. Nope. Could have been worse. Still not a very good stage 4, but let's keep going. I knew it. I knew that would happen on the best stage 4 of the day. I don't know how I did it, but it happened. It's time for the park. I'm just so bad at video games. And there he goes. Run's dead. You're better at video games than they are at staying on their skateboards? Only if I'm good at video games. There's a bit of a a paradox here. It is lovely to see you. Hope you're doing well. Game's not cooperating today, and I am unfortunately faltering at the crucial moments. Whoops. Thank you. I hope so. So I think I'm getting to the end of the grind here for me. This actually could have been a lot worse. I'm surprised at how decent the time is here. It felt like things have been going so bad so far. Oh well. Rest a while, Jack. No! Two bad spawns, we got past it. I'm trying to get this guy. I think we're good now. Yeah, that was really good. Get out of here. How could you ever sleep with music this good getting stuck in your head? Very good stage so far. Knock on wood. Let's try not to mess up the boss. Holy cow. Best split. It is time for the dreaded Stage 3. This pace doesn't matter. But it is really cool that we got that good of a Stage 2. So that matters to me. No matter what happens here. Here we go. Goodbye. He's unhittable. I was directly on his pixel and nothing happened, so run sucks now. That's target Renegade. What is he doing? Yep, game said no. That's target Renegade. We lost about 12 seconds between those two waves there. Now, let's see if we can get our first good stage 4 of the day after that absolute disaster. This is absolutely unreal. Yeah, it makes you think you're doing no damage, almost. We got the 3 knife guys, that helps. Now, will they let me do some smoochies here? Will they let me hit them? That guy's gone. Could be worse. It is time for Lady Ow. Really squirrely. All right. Park time. Here we go. They're both stuck in places where I can't hit them. Absolute disaster. It's over. Can't sleep without your security bench. Here it is. Doink! Another bad pace coming out of the park. Oh well. Hello again, Lady Owl. Park didn't cooperate. Let's do our best. Okay. That was my entire life. That has just been extinguished by your knife. Those were amazing despawns. Yikes, 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 yikes. Those guys have been so mean today. Let's see if we can get some smoochies. That guy's gone. If this PBs, I'm going to be so unhappy again. Which means it's about to happen. Never mind. Such bad headbutts. Whoa! That was the most slippery I've ever seen a little squirty squirty slipper me man. He was like a bar of soap. I might be just about done with this game, honestly. I don't know what it is. Slippery pickle? They are kind of shaped like bars of soap. There was one more guy. It still worked? This is a god-awful pace, but let's just keep going. You don't have your target Renegade Tux rubber ducky? Oh, I threw away another PB because I didn't have the appropriate accessories. Classic Saria. I did? What? I thought I was being really smart, but I guess I wasn't. Maybe I went like a frame too early on one of those. Yep, frames away. That's what I thought. Yikes. If I'm missing my headbutts in stage 1, that's not a good sign. Nope. They only group up when you don't want them to. That's a Kunio game. And there's the soft lock. It's so easy to do that in the very first screen of the game. It's a little bit rough. It happened again. No, he got here in time. Good for him. What's up, Teal? Good to see you. Hope you're doing awesome. As well as possible, at the very least. This is going not too well so far today, but that's speedrunning sometimes. Like, in a way, it's been going well. I've been getting a lot of runs deep, but the game hasn't been giving me very much to work with. What a spawn. I can't believe I got that. How? Why? What's over there? I'm doing mostly well. A little sad about how this is going so far. Not much in my own life right now that I have much to complain about right now. I think we're good now. Yeah. Get out of here. That's what I was trying to prevent you from doing. At least you went that way. Oh my goodness, what a move. Well, stage 2 said no. I guess I'll just keep going. No, I won't. But I'm already getting sick of resets in this game, unfortunately. Because of stuff like this. Good spawns? Yeah. I salute you immensely for how much of a Kunio game you've managed to wrangle into being somewhat controllable. It's absolutely incredible. Thank you again. There's three, there's three. Get out of here. Goodbye. Stage 2 saying no once again. Lost a lot of time there. We'll keep going. It is time for the dreaded Stage 3. That's amazing. What a start! We're like 10 seconds behind where I want to be right now. We need this to go super well. That little weave just to tease me for just a second. Unfortunately, one of the rules of games like this is that the game owes you nothing. I mean, that's one of the rules of anything like this in general, because they're just objects, they're just bunches of code. That was some pretty bad behavior, though. I've never seen them misbehave like that in the third wave. This game actually does owe me $5! Well, let me rephrase that. These games owe everybody but Lucky nothing. We can do this. We can do this. I'm getting a little bit down on things, but we can do this. I just need to remind myself. All is okay. Holy frickin' cow. Look at them go. What a god-awful wave. How do you get him to throw the tires earlier? Can you? Or is that just pure RNG, like everything else? In a Kunio experience. This is run number 200, by the way. Goodbye. Pretty slow pace so far. Get out of here. Hang out at the top of the screen, take what happens. There is some stuff you can do, but it's frame perfect. I distracted myself. That was my fault. Still okay. Very slow, but okay. Right to the music. Yep, not a good pace here, but you never know what can happen in the dreaded Stage 3. Like that. That could happen. Extra spawn? Yep. Game's going Super Saiyan today. Nothing I can do. Look at him go. Nothing I can do, except keep trying. Worst of all time RNG? I'm not surprised. I tend to have that effect on games. Never seen anything like this. Alright. I guess in a way. Oh wait, I forgot what I was doing. It worked out anyway. I forgot to count the spawns, it just worked out. Still a really slow start. Well, I guess maybe if I keep trying, then I'll have sessions that aren't like this one. I've gotten some good luck today, too, here and there. This is so slow. Get out of here. Missed my down press. three. There's three. There's three. And we're good, I think. Yeah, now we're definitely good. Right to the music. Yeah. In most beat-em-ups. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. My bad, I just wasted a couple seconds because I kept counting spawns beyond when I needed to. Whoops. Oh my god. What a move. It is time for the dreaded Stage 3. There we go. Alright, let's see what they do. Game said no. Once again. It is what it is. Just one of those sessions. Look at him go. See if we can get past the third boss on, like, the same pace that I'm always on. Alright, can we get our first good stage 4 of the day? 2 hours in. My bad. Whatever. Time for the knife guys. Got the 3 guys. Can we get some smoochies here? Nope, this continues. Alright, Lady Ow. Dance with me. Time for the park. Here we go. Runs over. I knew I shouldn't have killed that one guy. But I did it anyway, and lost 10 seconds. And basically all my health, and now this is happening. That run had promise. There's the emotional support bench, taking my inputs away. I completely annihilated Wave 2. My bad. Such a shame. It was a good Wave 1. That really sucks. Knife guy when it doesn't matter. Very bad start. There's one. I don't think it helped that much. Need some health. Goodbye. It's all the way over there. Got to. Let's see if we can do some smoochies. I'm so bad at video games. Goodbye. Okay, I'm going to use the restroom really quick. And be right back. Here, I'm gonna load some rare music here that you don't get to hear very often. Be right back. Actually, no, you get to hear this. I guess it was just in a point of the music that I don't... I'm not used to. Never mind. Dancing a rave to this Alone in Your Room.
Oh!
Thank you so much for giving Apollo a potion. No way I just did this. Hold on. So I need to take him out next, and then I can get the skateboard guy. And then we're good. I mean, that's terrible, but it's, like, acceptable. Need to let the skateboard guy go by once you take him out to have him spawn on the right. Let the skateboard guy go by once before you take him out to have him spawn on the right. Okay. in the first wave. I'm gonna cut myself off at 2 p.m. here. So we've got about another 50 minutes. I don't want this to be my whole day. I really wanted to get another PB in this session, but it's not up to me. Yeah, Mikey is an absolute legend. Pretty slow start here. Ursats, welcome! I'm just getting absolutely annihilated by Target Renegade. Hope you're doing well. Well done, kid. Maybe I should have kept that going. According to Mikey, this session has had the worst Target Renegade luck of all time. In a speedrunning grind. Just got a sub 13? Heck yeah. Struggled so much on stage 3, and then you use safer strats in the big ball guys for now. Yeah, I did it first too. Sub 12 is a nice goal. Bad spawn, but we got it. Horrible behavior. What kind of spawn was that? I didn't... He spawned, like, before the freaking first guy did. What the heck? Yep, I'm on fast spawn. Wild. So I just went and it worked. Okay. Thanks. Yep, so the spawning data just, like, persists throughout the entire stage. Interesting. Goodbye. 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 This session just is cursed. It's so cursed. It's so cursed. It's amazing what I do to video games by playing them. Through the whole game! Farming for fast spawns, okay. That's relatively fast. I never say anything. Wah! I don't know what that was. It was a weird time loss, that's what it was. Yikes. Very bad. Been a while since we've been this far, though. Alright. Alright, Lucky, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you, I really appreciate it. I'm glad you've enjoyed it. Have an awesome one. It is time for the dreaded Stage 3. But now my lucky Sky Diamond is gone, and so now our luck will be gone. No, I'm sure it'll be fine. Everything is always fine in Stage 3. See? Watch this. I didn't do that on purpose, once again. I made the incredibly wrong decision on purpose. Because I always get impatient with that left guy. I'm always afraid that the right guy is going to have time to get over there. I missed the hydrate, sorry. You need to corner camp way closer. To the left guy? Yeah, like the very first guy. I went too early. I thought we were done. Nope, we're good. I got a weird thing in my head that, like, patience is better against them. And so I have to get that out of my head. Nothing I can do about that spawn. I almost reset. Let's see what happens if I don't. Slow spawns, that's what'll happen. Let's just keep going. I'm just so... I'm so deep sigh right now. Way to counter my play, dude. Yeah, as long as you damage the guy on foot. Early spawns. Well, that was not very cooperative. Thank you. Yeah, I can't wait to see that run by Mikey. Bad behavior, bad behavior. Holy freaking crap. She just cost me about 5 seconds. And she's gone. Very bad stage 2. It was a good start to stage 2. Then it evaporated because of stuff like that. They were just so disinterested in any of that. Together, those two waves cost me about 8 seconds. He became invincible for a moment, so I had to get closer to him, and that cost me. Target Renegade today. Target Renegade today. God said today is not the day. So far. I cannot fight celestial powers. Look at this. Look at this. You deserve it, Mikey. Will I ever get out of the first wave of Stage 1 again? It is technically possible for the answer to be no. It's looking more and more likely. What's up, Fruit Shop? This has been one of the most brutal sessions I've ever had in any video game in terms of what the game has offered me. I've had far more brutal game sessions in terms of how I've reacted. Thankfully, I am far healthier than I used to be, mentally. This game is trying to change that, but it is what it is. Yes, they are. And that makes this all worth it. Huh. I would be so happy if you did. We're ahead! Oh my gosh! It was a very slow first stage. Get out of here. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Distracting myself. What? That was my fault. I think I moved up like a pixel. Very bad stage 2. Yikes. Slowest start of the day, I believe. And now it's time for the dreaded Stage 3. Wow, 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 wow. Video game has no interest in being played today. Slidey young man. Hey, it actually worked. There's three. There's three. That was close. Yeah, we're good. That was weird, but I guess okay. There's three. There's three. Get out of here. That's better. It is time for the dreaded Stage 3. He's tying a shoe. Let's see what they do. Rats. Another 411. Every single time. Let's see if we can get past the Stage 3 boss. It's over. Can't believe I got through that. Okay. Let's see what Stage 4 does. Try to have some fun here. Or not. Or not. Yikes. Time for the knife guys. Already a bad stage 4 here. At least we got the 3. See if the game lets us do some smoochies. He's gone. They're all gone. Game's just not cooperating today. It's a shame. It is time for the park. Here we go. Very bad. He actually came over to me. There's no way. Still very, very, very bad. I can't get a fast run. I don't think I have what it takes. Not yet. I'm not improving at this game very fast. Look at this time loss. I don't think PB is possible anymore. What a surprise. Unfortunately, the fact that it bodes well for the Tux guys, of course, it's true on this run because this run sucks. Nice positioning. Well done. Nice positioning. Well done. Time to do all the kisses perfectly in this run. It's still not PB. Oh my god, look at that movement. Nothing I can do about his behavior there. This is the Seiria Classic right here. This run is the Seiria Classic. Let's get a crappy PB. Never mind. Thanks, Mikey. It's easy when the pressure's off. 10:57, 10:57, 10:51 today. Even with the game behaving the way it's been, which I guess I should be happy about. I appreciate it, Mikey. Thank you. Hope you all enjoyed that run. Thank you, Mr. Exister. Sum of Best is now tied with Nest Cardinality's PB. Thank you for the GG's, Dugnacious. Yeah, I should remember that there were like 3 streams in a row where Nestcard had his 10:35 PB, and the game denied him over and over and over and over again. Let's try for another 20 minutes or so. Fast spawns. Let's try and get a best split here. Let's not mess it up. Let's go. Heck yes, dude. Session is a success. Yes. Let's go. Unfortunate fight there, but we're still on wild pace. Get out of here. Unfortunately, this is a Kunio game, so I don't expect this to continue, but that's okay. I'm so happy right now. My fault. What teamwork? My bad. Ties your PB? Heck yeah. Horrible stage 2. It is time for the dreaded Stage 3. Oh yeah, thank you. Alright, let's see what they do here. Game said no. Pace isn't very good anymore. Another the exact same pace as always. Let's see if we can get past this boss. I was patient there. All right, stage 4. What are you gonna do this time? Time for the knife guys. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Hate to see it. Will the game let me do some smoochies? That guy's gone. Alright, Lady Owl. Let's dance. Here we go to the park. Let's see what I can do. Immediately and completely fuck everything up. I used to be so much better at starting this stage. And now it's in my head, which is very, very, very bad. Oh well, we're not leaving this session empty-handed because we got the 115. I need to go to, like, the middle of the bench. I've been going to the right side. Well, that's how you do it. Always happens whenever you're not on a run. Just a little bit more. Run number 222. What's over there, buddy? Fast spawns? That's a shame. Honestly, someone might say that the successes are what speedrunning is all about. But for me, sessions like this are so much of the core of speedrunning. For me, like, this is kind of what it's all about, is the hardship. And how you respond to it. There's 3. Very slow. Slow spawns. That does not bode well for the run. Get out of here. Acceptable. For me. It is time for the dreaded Stage 3. Let's see what they do. Here's a good start. Off we go. To the slot machine. Another 411. I can't believe... I mean, that's just the way gaming luck tends to happen for me, honestly.
Oh, come on!
I get the exact same paces over and over and over again. Alright, stage 4. What do you got this time? Yep. Remarkable. Remarkable. Huh. What a video game. Time for the knife, guys. I got the 5, and I got destroyed. I'm so tempted to reset. It's been one of those days. It's just how it happened. Nothing I can do. Oh, what movement was that? Unreal. Another horrible pace. Time for the park. Here we go. Middle of the bench. How? How did that miss? Alright. Last run past stage 1. Bye. There's 3. There's 3. There's 3. Right to the music. This will be the last run of the session. We got a couple clips out of the session, too, where I perfectly set up comedic moments by saying, like, watch this and stuff. Slow spawns. I think that was too early. Pretty bad. Just lost a lot of time. And honestly, any session where I have a very, very passionate person and Trailblazer for the run in chat the entire time, that's not wasted time at all. What a juke. It is once again time for the dreaded Stage 3. Oh gosh, thank you for everything. I'm always so excited to be a part of things like this. That was a very bad first wave. Let's see what the game does here. Alright. Now for the real slot machine. Bet number 2. $410! Oh my gosh, finally! Let's see if we can get past the third boss. Unreal pace! Okay. Into stage 4. Can we possibly get one stage 4 in the entire session? We've had one half-decent one, kind of, and we still lost a lot of time. The answer is no, we cannot. Stay low on the knife fight. Okay, so if all 3 of them... Yeah, because okay. Okay. Can I get some smoochies here? Are you actually kidding me? I love the invincibility in this game. Alright, Lady Ow, let's dance. Another horrible stage 4. It is time for the park. Here we go. I've been biffing this lately. I can't get it to come together. I'm so sorry to myself. I'm so disappointed. Oh my god. There he goes. He's gonna do it again. Just can't get fast runs anymore. Nice positioning. Nothing I could do. And there they go. Nice positioning. At least we got some despawns. Oh my goodness! That didn't help me at all. Run is so dead in every single possible way, but I did my best. I did my best today, it just didn't matter at all. Let's try to get some smoochies. He's gone. Whatever happens, happens. I turned around. How did I turn around? It's over. He's gone. Yep, it's over. Two 1057s and two 1051s. Okay. That's just the way the session was. I did my best. It did not matter at all for personal bests. But hopefully you all enjoyed. Thank you for the GGs, Mr. Exister, Mikey, Dugnacious. That is speedrunning. Thank you for watering your streamer. That is goal-oriented living. If you are challenging yourself, then there will be periods where the only thing you do for long periods of time is fail. And that is part of what makes successes meaningful. I don't think I've got the energy to do a raid right now, unfortunately, but thank you all so much. You can flit off into your own spaces. If I manage to stop myself from coming back later tonight and dragging myself through this again tonight, because sometimes I just get so obsessed, and it just eats at me, it eats at me, eats at me. We'll see. Almost certainly tomorrow. In any case, thank you again, Mikey. Congratulations again on, hopefully, a 959. That would be brilliant. But in any case, congratulations on a truly spectacular, like, One of the NES world records of the past couple years. And for all the help, thank you so much. Always. It's glorious to have you here. This is one of the coolest parts of speedrunning to me, is to be a part of people's passion, because this is what I want. Like, I want to see people get into River City Ransom EX and Joust and stuff like that, and so I can experience what you're experiencing right now. And so being on the other side and being able to give you that means a lot to me. So yeah, that part of this, I do hope to be able to last as long as possible, and hopefully River City Ransom's on your list. That's interesting. That's very interesting, because if you can handle, thousands of attempts in a game like this, in a Kunio adjacent game, I'm very curious to see what you'll be able to do with River City Ransom, because it's this sort of experience that tends to, like, not many people can handle it for long periods of time, because it's just so infuriating. Yep. I'm really glad to be able to help you as well, Dugnacious. Yeah, right now, my next goal at all is just a somewhat cleaner PB. It's just, I had no idea how difficult it was going to be to be anywhere near the pace I had going into the second to last stage, before I just started completely biffing all the headbutts. Like, I didn't realize that having a sub 1030 pace going into the Tux guys outside the club was going to be a wild thing to happen before 200 attempts. Sometimes ignorance, they say ignorance is bliss, but sometimes ignorance creates expectations, which kind of like counteracts what ignorance, like all of the benefits of ignorance. If that makes any sense. Because that brought me into this session not being prepared to be pounded by the game like I was today. And that said, even with that, I managed to get a 115 stage 1 and 4 finished runs, all sub 11s. And 2 of them were only 2 seconds off of my PB. So, all perspective, all mindset. And again, even if this can definitely weary me a little bit mentally and emotionally, I'm not nearly as just absolutely neurotic and incendiary as I was 3-4 years ago. Yep, just have to keep going. That's speedrunning. You just have to keep hitting reset and keep doing attempts until the thing happens. And that's what I'm going to try to bring to River City Ransom eventually. If I don't keep on seeing new projects that I want to try first. This year was supposed to be the River City Ransom World Record grind year. But so far, instead, I've done Baseball Simulator, Joust, Baseball Stars 1 and 2, Target Renegade, and I feel like there was something else. Tennis. NES Tennis. I keep putting it off. Yeah, thank you all so much for joining. This was brilliant, even if it was tough. It's so cool to have you along and to be, putting myself out there and trying things and, challenging myself in a fun way and having people actually care about it. Thank you. And until next time, tonight or tomorrow, dream on, folks. Peace. Have a beautiful one. Take care. Thank you so much.